Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 28th of November. So looking at the euro dollar first, and as expected it did follow the downward route. Took a hell of a lot of time. Well, I've not really changed in terms of trend here. The trend is certainly to the downside. It's just looking for opportunities to sell into that move. Now it may be a break of the lows here. We have got the potential on the hourlies to have a bit of divergence. I was just looking at this 4 hourlies to see where next, and you're really looking towards the weekly S2, which doesn't happen that often, but the range of these weekly pivots are tight. We had a tight range last week. The overall range was quite tight, so the pivots here are a bit more squeezed together. So I'm looking at price action firstly though, and that's sort of sitting there at 12.26 sort of area, maybe at the lows. So that S2 could certainly be within scope. From looking at the daily picture, 60-minute with daily pivots on. Again, air kiss the daily pivot. That might be enough, and we may just carry on rolling. And once again, we normally only look at the S1s, but the S2s could come into play with the ranges. They're so tight. I don't expect things to happen too quickly, but there is potentially, as I said, a potential divergence going to be coming in towards those lows. It'll be interesting to see how price reacts, but that's pretty much it at the moment. Just looking continued bearishness. The pound, let's have a look at the pound here. There's no different picture in a sense. It's still looking, I'm still looking at continued downside here. We've sort of come to some support of or pretty much of the more recent lows there, but we could just continue to see selling coming through towards maybe the S2 now on the weeklies. Let's have a look on the hourlies. Bit messy, another air kiss, just like yesterday. Air kissing of the daily pivot at the moment. Of course, both these could turn around, but it may be just a case of waiting for the trend line that's sitting below the lows here to be broken, just to get a confirmation of a sell-off. That neither of them are a massive distance away from the daily pivots, and if we see any reversals, could pitch back. Upside potential, well, really above the daily pivot. You've got the 50 moving average there on the 60-minute 50. Maybe there's potential to push on upwards towards the R1, but at the moment, bearish markets, and I'd rather be short than long on them. Dollar yen, as predicted, has continued to push up as well there. Just technically it's just in an upward trend, and it's smaller bars. It's slowing up as it approaches towards that daily trend line I drew on yesterday. But again, they're all correlated, which is good. Maybe we'll see some sort of reversals. Again, we've got a bit of divergence looking between. I'm just looking to see, that wasn't the absolute high, so no, or maybe, yeah, there's a bit of divergence between the highs there and a daily pivot, but the daily pivot didn't get caught yesterday, just didn't look back much after sort of 2 o'clock. It just had that little spiky movement, but that was it. So all in all, it's no change there. Aussie dollar, as I said yesterday, struggling. Well, it's struggling, and it's probably got more potential than some of the other pairings. But look at the chop it's in. It's for an intraday basis, again, not particularly nice. If anything, if it starts selling off, it's got its weekly S1 below, which could form a half decent target. Currently, it's sitting above the daily pivot there, but that could all change and roll. So not looking good there either. Canadian dollar, keep getting the timing of the OPEC meeting moved back and back, and it sounds like it's next week now, not this week. So that leaves oil in a dodgy old place, which could just see it continue to drop, and well, this is continue to rally. So there we go, it all fits together perfectly. We are close to double tops here. We've already had a move up towards them a couple of days ago, yesterday rather, and then we're seeing another push up there, which could just see us run through that. Reversals could come back towards that daily pivot, but don't hold your breath. These markets look weak at the moment. I would only look at these sort of targets if we saw all of them, a correlation across the whole markets and some dollar weakness. Talking of which, well, we have to wait until 5 p.m. this evening for Fed Chair Powell to speak. It's expected he's going to be looking at the same sort of lines as Corrida. They're going to be singing off the same hymn sheet, so it's a more of a steady but still towards the bullish side for the US dollar. Okay, although slowing down. So what else we got? We got GDP coming out for the US. It's the prelim second reading. Can create a bit of volatility there at 1:30. We got the bank stress tests and financial stability reports. These are being moved back to 4:30 p.m. For the UK data there. So it's been moved right the way back. Got to wait for a long time for any decent news today. That's it for me. Have a great one. Bye for now.